Right, next we're going to do a listing critique. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to go and find Len, because the fantabulous Len Carney, who's one of the AOE coaches. Here's Len. So Len, what I'm going to do is I'm just going to unmute you, and you can. I guess it's just easiest to kind of boss me around. Tell me if you want me to move around on the particular listing. I've now unmuted so if you unmute yourself, you will be able to talk live on this particular call and go over things in your own time. There you go. Hello, Len.
Hey, Neil. How are you?
Good, thanks, mate. How's things?
Yeah, not bad at all. Not bad.
And so I am your willing servant to be bossed about. You tell me if you want me to scroll down or up, blah, 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 and I will kind of go wherever you tell me to go, mate, and make it kind of easier that way.
Okay. All right. Right. So to begin with, I see that there's two aspects to the listing. There's what you see, which is the readability and the look and the images, etc., which is one important aspect, and the other is the keywords in the background, because really the listing and the words in the listing are a result of your keyword analysis. So Neil, what I did while you've been talking is just do a little bit of analysis on the keywords, which is what I tend to do, is sort of start with the keywords, and I use Helium 10. So what I've done is I've put the listing details into one of the tools in Helium 10. It's called Scribbles.
Right.
So I put the listing details in, and I've also put keywords, which I've got from Helium 10 as well, and the keywords come from pretty much the main keyword, scrapbook, photo album. So as a result of that, I can see in the listing how many of the top keywords have actually been used in the listing.
Okay, that's cool.
Yeah, and it actually shapes up pretty well. So it looks to me like there's some good work in making sure that the keywords are up there in the listing. So from that point of view, I think that side of it's looking pretty good. There are a couple of things. So see in the title there on the third line, you've got metallic permanent markers.
Yeah.
Yep. That doesn't show up in the top keywords, and it's also in the bullet points as well.
Yes, it is
under supplies kit.
Yeah.
So one little opportunity there is would be to swap that one out and actually put some more keywords into the title there, and you'd probably use the keywords that relate to where the last sentence it says DIY scrapbooking for.
Yeah.
So what's coming after that is all good, because they're all good keywords. Wedding guest book, adventure album, family. Funnily enough, Christmas doesn't show up, but teen and gift do show up. So
do you think the fact that Christmas doesn't show up is just because their data is going to be somewhat corrupted because Christmas was, for that particular thing 10 months ago, and so it's not going to have that?
Yeah, there probably is some timing about that. When you look at top keywords, Valentine's Day, you probably wouldn't see that coming up at the moment either. So yeah, that probably is a timing thing. So yeah, Christmas for now is good to keep that one in. So there's probably just some more good uses for the photo album that could actually go into that title to replace the more detailed.
Anything that kind of stood out for you, Len, where you thought, oh yeah, I would definitely put that in?
Yeah, let me have a look. So some of the other terms that do come up in this list is things like boyfriend gifts from girlfriend.
Okay. Yeah.
Wedding gift, wedding scrapbook, photo book, memory book, adventure book is there. Albums with sticky pages, adventure book, Polaroid photo album. So when you do this, you can see a whole heap of phrases. So the trick is to get those phrases into the title, but make it still readable.
Okay. Just pulling something up so I can show something else.
Where have you gone there? So the other point was that see the in the first line you've got scrapbook photo album.
Yeah.
Those 3 words are in the top 5.
So they're core words.
They're core words, so they're good to have at the beginning of the title. Mm-hmm. So the other point is that the title starts with the brand, mm-hmm. Get Scrapping. So I know there's been some discussion on that. On my listings, I actually have the brand at the end. I say buy, Get Scrapping.
Yeah.
So I think there's some discussion about whether Amazon wants you to have it at the front of the title, or if you just try and get away with having it at the end, but they want it in the title. But I think if I keep it at the end because I think it makes the title more readable. Mm-hmm. If it started with scrapbook photo album, which is one of the key search terms people are going to put in, and they see and read that first.
There you go, Michelle. So you might want to try that. That's a great idea, Len. I like that.
Yeah. So other than that, the bullet points, and we've also had discussions about bullet points and how keywordy they are anymore. Mm-hmm. So perhaps the bullet points in there are based around news, which is good.
Yeah.
So now if we look at the images, and the images show what's in the kit content, if you like.
Yeah.
So probably the best way to talk about these images is if you could just open up another tab and go to Amazon.com.
Mm-hmm.
And do a search for scrapbook photo album.
All right.
And scroll down and look for the Amazon's Choice.
Here we go. That's what I've got for Amazon's Choice.
Which one have you got?
So I've got one for scrapbook. So those 2 here are my scrapbook and scrapbook kit. Let's see if we can get the best sellers. So there's a best sellers for photo albums. I'm just going to, what do I say? Scrapbook photo albums. Notice that that's interesting. The bestseller doesn't even have the name, the full thing in it. That's interesting. Anyway.
Maybe I can give you a ASIN number.
Yeah, give me an ASIN because that's probably going to be it. Let's click on there. Sorry for spending your money. Like that. Don't do what I just did. That's a horrible thing to do. All right, so clicked on somebody's sponsored listing. All right, give me an ASIN.
ASIN is B0.
B0.
1H1.
1H1.
O0.
O0.
UXE.
UXE.
That's the one.
All
So
right.
if we look at the images here, what I wanted to point out is how the images are more lifestyle.
Yeah, definitely more lifestyle orientated.
Yeah, yeah,
We've got these call outs at the
and,
top as well.
yeah, and this one here, that one there, it shows the scrapbook open and examples of what would be in it. So
Yeah.
it's really showing the avatar, people who would use the scrapbook. So I think there's three or four lifestyle type images could go in to replace the images that are there.
Yeah, the images are kind of weak on this, aren't they? They're not. The images are is the Larry letdown. Like that
Yeah,
image is
yeah,
kind of,
yeah.
who gives a shit about that kind of image?
Yep.
Ditto for that. Like, really?
Yeah,
Yeah,
replace those.
I think so
Yep.
too. Those bottom four, you would just get rid of all of those. And as you say, Len, some much better ones here. Like, that goes back to what we were just discussing with the gift idea for coming up. But as Len says, like, we just like, where is it? That and that, showing it being used, really, yeah, that's a great example, and I agree.
Yeah, yeah, like that one.
On this call out, one thing I wanted to point out for you as well, like if you notice, let's just go. So I've just done a search for dog food. And of course, it's not going to show me exactly what I wanted to show you because I'm looking from Portugal rather than looking from. Let's see if I can find it. Typically on this particular search, you can they do the call outs on the actual main hero image that's got the main search term in the hero image. I think it's just because I'm searching from Portugal, I can't pull it up. But that's probably why. And that's a good one. A good thing to do as well is to utilize this ability to put call outs in the things. So for instance, that number one ingredient, real lamb, well, that can easily be replaced with your main search term. Or I think what Len was also kind of referencing as well. So if we just go back here, somewhere on it, it actually says scrapbook. No, it doesn't. Oh, well, that's a shame. But you could put the word scrapbook, for instance, across there on your hero image. You could put scrapbook or your exact match search term that you're going after could go there as well. Scrapbook photo album could go across that hero image. So it looks like it was on it. And that way that would be a good call out as well. That's something else I'd look at. Sorry to interrupt, Len. I kind of muscled into that. My apologies.
No, that's okay. And the only other, minor little point was, in the title, it's got those bars to separate the sentences.
The pipes, yeah.
Yeah. I just wonder if it's more readable if it's just full stops. I
agree.
Yeah, because it's you got to sort of judge with the title, how many keywords you get in, and how readable it is as well. So it's got to be readable. I sort of think like that you've got to sort of make it so that your English teacher would have at least given you 60 out of 100 for the sentence.
A really simple way to figure out if you've got a readable title is just download Grammarly, which is free, and run that through Grammarly, and it will tell you if it's a readable title or not, and suggest ways to make it better. Really simple. Grammarly, free, that'll do it. But I think you're right, Len. The pipes, because you've got a pipe and a comma, not only are you're taking up valuable real estate in terms of your character count for your title, but it also makes it difficult to kind of read it because the pipes act as a stop in a much different way than a full stop would.
Yep. Yeah. And There's probably scope too to have more keywords in the description if you scroll down to the description.
Scroll down. Oh, here we go. Yeah.
Yep. So yeah, that's laid out pretty well. That's all right. But there's probably a lot of that's probably somewhere where more keywords can go in.
Mm.
Yeah.
Agreed.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So again, to get the keywords, it's really, you could use merchant words or helium-10. Just use the tools there to get a list of related keywords.
Can you think of a way, if somebody doesn't have access to merchant words or helium-10, that they could get some search terms? And I've kind of put you on the spot with that.
Oh,
somebody just asked.
Well, even in Amazon.com or Amazon, put your big ticket keywords in. See where you've got scrapbook photo album.
Mm-hmm.
You can just come along behind that and put an A, a B, a C, and that you get more suggestions.
Fantastic.
So you'd probably start with photo album, so a more broader term, and then just use that little technique to find the other search terms that people use.
There you go. That's a really good tip. So if you don't want to shell out for helium-10 or merchant words, that's a great tip from Len. Go in and do that. Just exactly what I'm doing just now.
Yep.
Good tip, mate. I like that.
Good. I think that'll do it.
You're a superstar, Len. That's brilliant, mate. Thanks for the demo, mate, and thanks for that. Michelle, hope you enjoyed that. If you've got any other further comments on that, then you can tag Len in a post. Len's one of the coaches here at the Aussie Online Entrepreneurs, and you can tag Len in a post in the Facebook group if you want any further help with that, Michelle. But mate, that's brilliant. I'm going to mute you. I will say as well, one other thing that you can do, like if I go, so this sometimes works as well. Oops, be good if I actually could spell. You'll notice on a Google search, if you do for that, you'll get at the bottom of the search, you'll get all the searches related to. And again, what they are in Google this time instead of Amazon is they are the most searched terms related to that main broad term. So that gives you another way of doing about it. And oftentimes, the search terms that are used on Google are also the search terms that are used on Amazon. And so you can kind of get them there as well. So that gives you other seed keywords to then go and use Len's great idea with regards to using the autocomplete on Amazon. That will also get you there as well.
Hey, Neil here. Just before you go away, that was a question that I got asked on my regular Monday night Q&A session, which I have with the members of the Aussie Online Entrepreneurs. So if you're interested in joining us as an Aussie Online Entrepreneurs, then you can click on the link below to find out a lot more about that. And also, as a special thank you for watching this video, I've got a great book that I want to give you for free. It's a current bestseller on Amazon, and it teaches you everything that you would need to know about starting a business here in Australia on Amazon. So you can see that just up there. So if you'd like to get a copy of that for free, then again, just click on the link below and you'll get a copy of that. You'll get taken to a page where you can get a copy of that for absolutely free. Hope you enjoyed that little snippet from one of my Aussie Online Entrepreneur Q&A sessions, and make sure that you subscribe to my channel and also like this video. And if you've got a question that you would like answering, then post it in the comments below, and I'll do my best to answer it, whether on one of these videos for you or directly in the comments directly below. All right, thanks so much for watching, and I'll catch you next time on the next of the Aussie Online Entrepreneurs Amazon FBA Australia videos. See you soon.